What's up, guys, and welcome back to LearnClubDance.com. It's Brian back with you again for your November bonus video. Now in this video, I got something really special for you guys. I brought a friend along to help us out. I'll introduce her to you in a little bit. But basically what I want to teach you guys this month is 3 really cool ways, really sexy ways for you to get in closer to the girl you're dancing with at the club, at the wedding, at the party, wherever it's at. Alright, so you've already learned in our DVDs how to kind of dance apart from someone in a social situation and use all the moves you've already learned, all your go-to moves, the moves that you feel most comfortable with, to any different type of song. So what we're going to teach you today is 3 new ways for you to get closer to your partner, right? To break that ice, to kind of make that connection a little more, alright? So we're going to jump into it with the first one. It's really simple. It's a simple spin that I'm going to teach you guys. You can do it on either side. You do your right side or your left side, it doesn't matter. So what I want you guys to do, just like in all of our videos, is pretend like I'm your mirror, right? So if I step out with my right leg, you'd be stepping out with your left, okay? So don't worry about right or left, just kind of watch what leg I'm stepping with and do the same thing at home, cool? So we'll jump into it real quick. This is the first one, super simple. I'm going to show you what it looks like with a partner after I teach you, nice and slow. And we'll put on some music and we'll have some fun with it, alright? So really easy spin. What you're going to do is you're going to step out with this leg, you're going to step behind with the other, and then now when your legs are crossed, all you need to do is just unwind, boom, you did a spin. Super simple, right? So one more time, we're going to step out. 1, we're going to step behind with our other leg, and you can kind of use your arms to turn you around in that circle, just like that, alright? If you wanted to do it on the other side, you just reverse it, right? So you step out with this leg, step behind, and just unwind yourself around in a circle. Now, the way you're going to use this with your partner is to kind of get around behind her, right? So if you're dancing face to face with someone, you need to take kind of a big step out to a diagonal. I'm going to show you what this looks like with my partner in a second, but just to break it down for you guys step by step one more time. If I'm facing someone right here on this angle and I want to get behind her, I would step out to this side, and then I would let this leg come all the way around and turn myself around. So I would be at her angle now, kind of behind her, right? So that's how we would use it to get behind our partner. So stay tuned. In 1 second, I'm going to show you how to incorporate this with your partner. We're going to turn on some music and have some fun. See you guys in a second. Action. So what's up? We're back. So I'm going to teach you guys how to use this first move with your partner. This is my amazing assistant, Paula. All right, she's going to help me out today. So let's say you're at a club or you're at a party and you're dancing apart from someone, right? So you're facing each other, the music's playing, you're doing whatever your favorite move is. It could be that step touch we taught you in the DVD. Really easy, right? It could be that little salsa step where we're stepping in and out. Whatever the move is that you're doing, I want you to think about incorporating this step, this turn, into whatever you're doing, right? So the purpose of this turn is to get behind her. So the first thing we need to do is take a big step with that first foot. Alright, so whether it's your left foot or your right foot, it doesn't matter. Just pick one at home and try it, okay? So I'm going to step out to an angle. So I'm stepping almost around her at an angle. And then from here, I'm going to take this leg and step all the way around, keep turning, and then I'm going to step behind her. So now I'm behind her and we can start dancing a little closer, right? Cool. So let's try that again, nice and slow, step by step, and we'll show you how it looks with some music, okay? So you guys are dancing, whatever kind of step you're doing, right? You're just feeling the music, and you kind of can tell she's sort of feeling you. You get that connection to her a little bit. You want to get closer, right? So you're going to do 3 steps. Stepping out nice and big with the first step. Second step, you curl your feet around, you turn, and you step behind her. So let's try it. 6, 7, 8, you step around, behind, and we're here. All right? Cool. So that's the first spin. All right? So let's go back. Let's try it with some music. Stay tuned. In 1 second, we're going to try it again. Alright, here we go. Now whenever you feel ready to at home, I want you to try that spin together around the partner, alright? So I'm going to go for it right now. I'll try to do, you try to at home. Alright, cool. So that's the first spin. Super easy, right? Super simple. Alright, we're back, guys. So you've already learned one great way to get in closer to your partner. I'm going to teach you a second one now. And this one's a little more sly, right? You need a little more confidence to pull this one off, okay? Because the last one, I mean, there's really no contact happening between you guys as you spin. So it's kind of unexpected. This next one, you kind of already have to build that rapport with them, whatever person you're dancing with. So if you guys are facing each other, right, and you're dancing, What I want you guys to think of doing is first reaching out and grabbing her hand, yeah? And you're just dancing really innocently, you've got her hand, right? And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing her hand with my opposite hand. So if I'm grabbing her left hand, it's with my left arm, right? Or vice versa, right hand, right arm. So that's what you want to think about at home, opposite hands, right? So we're here, just like they're handshaking. Hi, how you doing? That's kind of awkward, so you wouldn't really do that anyway. So you're dancing, right? Really easy. All you're going to do is turn under, lift your arm up, and put it on your shoulder, just like that. And what will happen a lot of times is they'll put their other arm on your shoulder. Hey, we're where we want to be, right? So you're here, and from here you can dance, right? And just chill. And this is kind of like a funny thing guys do sometimes. They turn to the girls, and you might just be like, whatever, get her to grind on you for once, who knows, right? You can just have fun with it. So one more time, step by step. Without any dancing, just so we know, you reach across, you got her hand, right? You're dancing like this. All you do is dip under her arm, here, and then boom, you're chilling, right? Whatever dance you want to do from that point on. And then from that position, if her hands are already on your shoulders, it's really easy for you to turn around, and now you guys are even closer, right? So it's an easy way for you to transition and get in very close with your partner really fast. So definitely pay attention to body language like we explained to you guys in the DVDs. If you go to approach someone and she moves away from you, so say I'm approaching her and she backs up, that's kind of a sign that maybe she doesn't want to dance so close to you. So you got to pick up on those things, all right? Because that's the fine line between, you know, being a proactive guy and going after what you want and being the creep at the club that no one wants to dance with. And that's not what we want to be, right? So you got to pay attention to that body language, pay attention to the vibe she's giving you, and make sure that whenever you do try to get in closer, it's at an appropriate time. Cool? So let's try it step by step one more time. We're dancing, we're chilling, we're at the club, feeling good, right? I grab her hands, we're still dancing, and I go for it. Boom, and then we're here. Really easy, right? So, stay tuned. We're going to come back, I'm going to show you guys how that looks with music. You guys can try it along at home. And then we'll get into the third and final spin for this November bonus video. Let's take this overboard. I want you to ride. Change positions. Stroking for me. Alright, we're back. So I've got one more really cool spin move to show you guys, and this time it's the girls' turn to spin. Alright? So this is that move that you guys really have to have confidence with. Alright? Because it takes you leading the girl to be able to make it work. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down step by step for you guys. And if you have someone you can practice this with at home, a girlfriend, a wife, a fiance, or if you're with your buddies in your dorm room and you feel like being funny, you can try like that too. I don't even know, but whatever. Just find someone to try this with because it's kind of hard to do by yourself and get it, right? But you can try to do it by yourself either way, but we're going to break it down step by step real quick. So you're facing your partner, and we're dancing, right? What I want you guys to do first is that last spin move we did, we grabbed opposite hands, like we were kind of handshaking. This time you're going to grab the same hand, all right? The same hand. When you guys grab hands with a girl and you're going to spin them, two things to keep in mind. And a lot of these things we went over in our partner dancing DVDs. One thing is you don't want to grasp their hand. Because what happens if you try to spin them, they get stuck. You're going to end up like hurting their wrist and they won't want to dance with you anymore, right? So the best thing to do is kind of have your two fingers right here in between their thumb and their finger. So they're right like this, yeah? So they can easily spin around and you're not restricting their movement at all, okay? So this spin move is actually two different spins. So the first spin is really easy. You grab the same arm, same hand, and you're just spinning them around themselves this way, yeah? So what you want to keep in mind is you want to lift their arm up high enough that it gets around their head and it doesn't hit them in the face, because sometimes they'll be like smacking their face against their arm, and that's not cute either, right? So that's the first move. You're going to lift it up, spin it around, here. Now, from this position, she's open towards you. So all you need to do is just give her a little tug, and she's going to spin into you, and you're going to end up right here. Okay, so let's try that again, step by step. So we're here facing our partner. we spin around once. We're here open, and then I'm going to spin her into me. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of place my hand right on her waist as it comes in, okay? And that does two things. That stops your momentum so you guys don't bump each other, yeah? And two, it already makes that connection physically between you two, right? So let's try it again, nice and slow. We're dancing, facing our partner. I grab her hand. I spin her once around to come out, and then I spin her into me again, and I stop her with this hand on her waist. And then from here, you guys can do whatever you want. You can keep dancing, right? Maybe you come back out towards each other, and you try one of the other spin moves we did today, right? So you can play around with this however you really want. One more time, step by step, and then we'll try it with some music. Okay? So you're dancing with your partner. You got her hand, right? And you don't even have to tell her. Girls like it when you lead them. So be confident, no matter what, and just give her a little bit of a push to make sure she gets that first spin, and then just a little tug to come in. Yeah? So a couple things might happen. A couple things might go wrong, right? One thing that might go wrong is you might try to spin her and she might stop you. Like she might not want to go where you're trying to tell her to go. That's a sign that maybe she doesn't want you to spin her. What do you do in that situation? If you guys remember from the partner dancing DVDs, you just brush it off. Just keep dancing, whatever. It's all good. There's plenty of girls in the club, right? No offense. Alright? So if that happens, just go with it. It doesn't matter. Most of the time it'll work out. I would say 95% of the time it'll work out. As long as you have confidence, and as long as you don't just go right up to her and try to spin her right away. Obviously, you've been dancing with this girl for a couple songs. You guys are feeling each other. You have that rapport with her to be able to do that. Right? So one more time, step by step. We're here. I spin her around to open up. And then from here, I give her a little tug to come back in. Alright? So stay tuned. We're going to try with some music right after this. And then what we'll do is after we do this spin with music, I'm going to go back and do the first two spins with you guys with music too, so we can practice and go over it. Okay? See you guys in just a second. So much for checking out this bonus video for the month of November. I hope you guys learned something new. Make sure to keep going over these moves, practice them so that when you go out and you actually do them, you're nice and confident and you know what you're going to do, right? So definitely keep going over them. Check out the DVDs you've already purchased and kind of go back over those partner dancing DVDs because a lot of the basics for how to spin a girl and how to break the ice and get in closer, we go over in more detail in the DVDs. Alright, so once again, my name is Brian with LearnClubDance.com. I will see you guys next month.